Let's see.
Let me paint you a scenario here. This is kind of like a gamer's version of Rorschach's. You have $600 lying around that you're saving for a rainy day. You live paycheck to paycheck, and it's emergency money for you and your fiance. But Genshin Impact has some new gacha coming out. What do? Do you let that money sit there idly?
Nah, you have to use it on the new character.
Like a true level 100
You
raid
gotta
boss,
use it on the new
and
character,
spend that
right?
$600 that you and your fiance have been saving on that Genshin Impact drop. There's only one right answer. And unfortunately, that correct answer of spending the $600 on Genshin is getting this marriage in hot water. It's actively falling apart. Now, gamers are some of the most misunderstood.
I want to tell people right now that I am a Genshin Impact player, and I really do like the game. There's a lot of stuff that I really like, but I don't think it's something worth breaking a marriage over.
Creatures in the universe, but we're also the most advanced species, so I don't blame
True.
people for not always fully comprehending our methods. We can level up, we can emote, we can even make you come through the computer screen. Watch this.
Indeed.
Sorry. But sometimes shit just goes cattywampus. And this is one of those stories. So, this guy's fiance, his IRL life duo's partner, found out that he spent $600 on Genshin.
Yep.
And it's not looking good. So his fiance finds out and tries to get a hold of him. We tune in the middle of this where he's saying, "Stop calling me." She insists that they need to talk right now, but he says, "You're not being fair at all. I explained my boundaries to you, but you're not respecting them. This is exactly what Redacted says is abusive about you."
Dude.
So she says in caps lock, "You spent $600 on our credit card on a fucking game. I explained it already to you. $600 for 2 virtual characters you don't need without asking when we are paycheck to paycheck. That card was for emergencies with the Civic." And then he just drops a screenshot of one of the Genshin Impact characters that he...
So this is Farina. This is very likely like just the last just the little last patch, like here. I think right now, no, it's still going on as I'm recording this. It's Farina and Ryosley, I believe, correct? And Farina is like one of the best characters in the game right now. And yeah, I totally understand why this guy wants to get her so bad, but that doesn't mean I agree with spending $600 for this game
bought
at once.
An interesting strategy. He tries to turn this around on her and begins calling her abusive here in a little bit. But
That's really
starts by
scummy.
saying, "I told you my boundaries and you're not respecting them." What the fuck? I told you I was going to spend all of our money on Genshin Impact. You can't be getting mad at me. You're not respecting the groundwork I've laid out here. I told you I was going to do this. What's the issue here? This is very unreasonable. You told me you wanted her too, but you aren't happy for me, LMFAO. I like how he puts like the picture of the Genshin Impact character that he bought as like a, "Look at this. How can you be mad when I bought this for us? I did this for us. You said you wanted it too. How can you possibly be mad? So what? I spent all of our emergency money. Look at what we got for it."
The emergency money. Oh no. That's depressing, man. Oh my god. Why would you do that? Again, like me being a Genshin player is just like, yeah, I get it, but also why? That's not what you do. That's your emergency money. You are poor. Why are you playing this game and topping up?
Genshin Impact. You should be thanking me. I just love how he's saying that she should be happy for him. Like, "Oh my god, honey, I'm so proud you bought this Genshin character with all of our remaining emergency money. Oh my goodness." I like how he puts his foot down. "I'm a 29-year-old man. I want to waste $600 on Genshin Impact characters with money that we have been saving for emergencies while living paycheck to paycheck. Then damn it, as a man, I'm gonna do it." And he like rips his shirt like Hulk Hogan style. In his mind, I bet this went so hard. He's like, "I'm putting on the big boy britches this time. No. I'm a man. I'm a man. I can buy Genshin Impact characters all day till the cows come home if I want to. I don't need your permission. I am a hunter-gatherer. I gather Genshin Impact characters.
Oh my
Yeah, where's
God.
my juice box?
That's
and then he
so
has
funny.
the chutzpah to say that this is an abusive dynamic.
That's
from
not
her
how
for getting upset at him
that is
for
nowhere
spending
near
all of their
abusive.
emergency money on Genshin Impact characters. This is like a pretty classic thing where they try and like spout therapy words at the other person to like belittle them or make it feel like it's their fault.
Classic.
So he's going for some big bold strategies. Yes, I said I want Farina. I didn't say we should spend hundreds to get constellations. You are a fucking addict. You already spent all our Christmas money on it. You're snooping into your fiance's purchases. You should take a look at yourself.
What?
She flips the bird at him and says, "This is a shared card that I set up for emergencies and you went behind my back. Why don't you tell
scummy.
Redacted about your gambling addiction to video game characters?" He just says, A. That's like a classic anime, like, Actually, Redacted told me all about your coercion, and I believe you are a narcissist personality. That is why you are continuing to try and control me and control my financial decision
That's
making.
crazy.
You know this is my values, and I have had Farina as my wallpaper forever. I refuse to be verbally abused for
He's actually cheating on his wife for a fucking virtual character. He really thinks that the Farina is real. This is nowhere near narcissistic. I don't know the dynamic between these two other than this. It's just... No, this is not abuse. Bro thinks he got games. So true. But yeah, that is not how abuse or anything like that works. That is just you getting addicted to a game.
being myself. I'm battling anxiety, and you do not care at all. There's a lot that just went on here. So he tries to make her feel bad for looking into the finances, saying you should look at yourself, which is a crazy thing to say when it's a shared credit card that she set up and you went behind her back to use that money for yourself. Like, it's not like she was snooping. She set it up, and it is your joint credit card with her, so of course she's going to see it.
Of course.
We then get into some real pathetic stuff where he calls her a narcissist that's trying to control him and control his
If anything, just use your own money. Like, get a fucking prepaid card or something and use your own money and stuff on that. Because then you won't have to deal with the complaints of your partner saying like, hey, I don't like the fact that you're spending our money. I get that it's your money, but it's also my money. I really would appreciate if you just didn't do that. And clearly, this guy is not respecting that. So...
financial decision making? Brother, this isn't financial decision making, this is Neanderthal caveman gooner brain. This guy's saying that he's had Farina as his wallpaper forever, so he had to indulge in this obsession.
And?
Brother, it makes you sound like fucking Gollum with your Precious, where he's like touching his phone, like petting Farina's wallpaper. No, you don't get it. I've had this for my wallpaper forever. I had to waste our money on it. How can you be so heartless? You know I'm battling anxiety. And wasting all of our money on Farina?
And again,
that
that's
helps.
really scummy.
Farina's the only thing that can cure my anxiety. Do you want me to suffer? Is that what you want? I'm a 29-year-old beast. I have to spread my wings sometime and waste all of our money on Genshin Gacha. You know this. I set those boundaries, you narcissist. Meanwhile, this unhinged goober just wasted $600 of their emergency
Exactly!
funds for
You
Genshin
don't do
characters.
that!
It's, hey, buddy, you know what's going to make that anxiety much worse?
The
Having
fact...
$0.
Exactly!
I think that's going to make it a lot...
Dude, there is something that I remember being taught where it's like, having money is not everything, but not having money is everything. Because how the hell are you gonna live without money? Huh? How in the absolute fuck are you gonna live your life without having a cent to your name to even eat? Like, you're gonna be playing Genshin Impact in a box.
Not worse. Farina's not going to come to your rescue.
Exactly.
She's not real. Sorry to hit you with the cold water. Everything pops off here in Act 4 of this. He spirals out of control. I don't want to get married to you. I'm not talking on the phone. So now he's the one calling the marriage off. If you can't respect me wasting all of our money on Farina and Genshin Impact characters, then we're just not meant to be. You narcissist. You thought you could control me? You can't control me. I'm like Michael Jordan in his prime. You can't control me. You can only hope to contain me, but you can't do that either because I'm hard addicted to Genshin Gacha. And I will waste all of the money that I ever see in my life on it. I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you.
Why?
I emailed screenshots for my appointment tomorrow. Thank you for giving me a horrible anxiety attack and ruining my night. And no, I didn't do a fucking thing with Farina yet because of your calls. That's heartbreaking. I spent all this money on Farina, and you yapping and blabbering about how bad and big of a deal it is has prevented me from spending time with Farina. You proud of yourself now? I didn't even get to use
This
Farina
guy.
yet, as he's like shedding tears, profusely crying in his bathtub. She then makes a threat that sends him off the...
Dude, this fucking guy who spent like 600 on in Genshin Impact just to get to Farina is like if I pictured a extremely desperate guy who's like completely lacking the touch of a woman. Yeah, I know, it's me. No, it's not me, but the similarities end here, where it's like he buys like bouquets of flowers, he fucking orders out the restaurant, makes an appointment together to fucking like reserve the table, only for the date to just like not even happen. So it's just like you spent like 2,000 out of your pocket just to go to a restaurant all by yourself. I don't know why that's the image that I got from this.
The pit in his stomach expanding to a black hole in his soul. All of the color in his world turned to gray.
The Shadow
as he
Realm
was
just
faced
appeared.
with the possibility of losing Farina. He said, "Try it. You'll lose me
And all this for Farina, by the way. All this for Farina.
forever. Why? I'm going to Scottsdale for the night. Stop calling me for 12 hours and we can talk then. Good night." Will you please answer my mom? Please. So, during this, his mom, I guess, was trying to get involved. Like, how can you do this to my son? According to the fiance here, his family started calling her abusive for this, which is crazy.
That's
that even his
crazy.
family doesn't understand how bad it is to waste the emergency money on fucking Genshin Impact characters. I have nothing. So now he's getting his mom on the horn, like, "Mom, we have to save Farina." He's treating it like a hostage negotiation. He's like, "I'm sorry, I'm so sorry. Look, don't dispute the charges. Don't dispute the charges. I'll get the $600 another way. Anything
That's
but that.
so
Please, God, no,
funny.
don't do it." My anxiety is really bad. Look, it's just bad anxiety. Anxiety is what caused all of this. Look, we don't need to do it.
I'm sure this guy is actually anxious,
Anyway, though,
but
that's the whole text journey. But the poster did give a bit of an update. The marriage is off, and he's
good.
blocked her, but is still actively playing Genshin Impact. So
we doubled down anyways. What the fuck? Why did you? Okay, all right, cool, man. I cannot believe it. He actually left her for Genshin Impact. He actually left her for Farina. That's insane. How? Like, literally how, dude? Like, I might occasionally top up and stuff, dude. Like, I've said this before, like, I'm not going to, like, fucking, like, ruin a relationship just because of fucking Genshin Impact. Because, like, yeah, Genshin's a fun game for me. But no game is, like, worth, spending emergency money on this. You actual imbecile.
At his mom's house doing that. She did get $600 sent to her, so she was able to get that back and lock the
Thank
account, which
God.
is good. And also it's good that they, got this out of the way before they were fully married.
Yeah, I guess.
This would have been a disaster if this had happened during the marriage. That would have made it a lot messier. So, what an interesting adventure. That's about it. So, yeah.
That there was like a classic case of like pure like manipulation tactics being used, because he's like, "Oh, I have like a lot of anxiety." Now, granted, I have anxiety too, but like I'm not going to be using this like just to like justify my fucking bogus purchases for a fucking gacha game. I'm not gonna do that. This is like this like textbook manipulation like examples and stuff. You're trying to make someone else feel bad just because of your stupid bullshit that you did. I don't see the point. So, Yeah, that's a crazy thing to have happened to you, and I just got a fucking Mew with Astral Barrage and a hidden ability Regirock. That's crazy. Anyways, yeah, that's really funny, isn't it? Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! Oh my god, I can't believe that worked! Let's go, there's nothing here!